What the heck is this game? Well, I'm going to tell you. This is Caves of Cud. Now you might be asking yourself, what the heck is Caves of Cud? Well, it is a roguelike. It's kind of like a Dwarf Fortress adventure mode. The game that everybody's been wanting for ages. But it's different. It's a standalone. There's no fortress mode. You just are an adventurer in the world, and you just adventure. Yeah, there's a quest. You're questing for the caves of Cud. Cud is the world, and you're questing for the caves. That's all you need to know. You can make your own character. There's a bunch of presets. You can be a mutated human or a true kin. The true kin are like cyborg humans. And then there's mutated humans. And I guess you could see, do you want your mutations to be robotic? Or in replacements of your body? Like, do you want tank tracks instead of legs? You can do that. Be a true kin. Or you can have 4 arms and, 4 legs and night vision because your eyes have mutated to give you such whatever. We're gonna make a new character, mutated human. Also, basically, the mutated humans and the true kin hate each other. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. There's all these like classes you're calling. Each one offers different stats and also abilities. And some abilities are just better than others. Some also give you reputation. Like, for example, the Greybeard gives you plus 100 reputation with bears. What does that mean, bears? Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means every bear in the world will like you more if you get reputation with them. To the point where quest NPCs, legendary fighting champion bears will pay attention to you and like you and want to be around you. Well, whereas if your reputation gets too bad, they all want to murder you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, the game is totally random. We're just gonna pick something. I don't want to be here too long. I really like the cudgel, and I really like willpower. So we're gonna be. I like bears too. We're gonna be one of these guys. Now you gotta pick your mutations. The types, I would ignore that early on. You don't really want to play with those. You could have all physical or all mental mutations by picking one of these, and then this one. Yeah, whatever. Don't worry about it. Well, these are the physical. And then you can have defects, which give you more points to spend. You have a certain number of points to spend, and you pick a defect, you get more points. Wow. You can only pick one, I guess. Sometimes, there's a few that are pretty awesome. Like this one, Nerve Poppy. It doesn't really affect anything. You just can't see how much health you have. You just have to guess. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, 2 points for that one. Hooks for feet. You can no longer wear shoes. Well, that would be a bummer if I liked wearing shoes. 4 points. Brittle bones. Don't pick that one. You'll die if anybody hits you with a club. Albino. If you're in the daylight, you regenerate really slowly. I've always wanted to try amphibious because I like frogs, but I haven't gotten there yet. Anyway, I usually do electromagnetic impulse. Every now and then, I think during combat, there's a chance, a pretty high, it says small, but it happens all the time, that you'll release an electromagnetic pulse with radius 3 squares, deactivating robots and artifacts, with including those you carry, for up to 20 rounds. And that's crazy. That's a benefit. If you like using machines and technology, maybe it's a downside. But Gronk Smash, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's get ahead. You can get wings, you can fly, but I have to say, this game's called the Caves of Cud, and there's a rule in the game: you cannot fly underground because the ceiling is low, so low that you can't fly. Well, that's just the way it goes. Uh, well, yeah, you can get multiple arms. You know, there's the world is your oyster. Mental mutations, you can shoot fire. Domination, you can gain control of another person. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Proselytize. Can you not start with proselytize? Proselytize gives you a pet. You can convince somebody to join you. You know, that's pretty cool. Some of these are pretty cool. I haven't really messed around with them too much. I like I like these the physical. I like night vision, so you don't have to carry a torch all the time. I like electromagnetic pulse is like the negative thing we got, except you can do it at will as an ability. Corrosive gas generation that allows you to burst out corrosive gas now and then. I like beak. It makes you peck at enemies sometimes, and it makes birds like you a little bit more. It also gives you a bit of an ego, because we all know a bird that likes, looking down on people. Regeneration. I like thick fur. I like the cheap ones. They're not too bad. How many do we have? We have 8 left. Well, maybe. I like burgeoning. Burgeoning causes a 3 by 3 area of plants to appear. And depending on your level of the mutation, yes, you can level these up. And depending on which one you have, the more powerful they become. No, horns is nice. I might do horns too. Ray? I've never done a ray before. Well, geez, this is taking too long. I don't want to be here forever. Let's do Stinger, Paralyzing Venom. That's a classic. Anyway, what was I talking about? Burgeoning. The higher your skill, the more powerful the plants are. And there's some really powerful plants out there. Now, you have points, again. You get to allocate them towards your character. And the max you can put to anything is 24, I think. But since I'm a gray beard, I can't quite do 24. Ego's charisma and mental authority. Willpower is how cool you are. How often you like using your abilities. That's pretty much what it is. It affects the cooldown of most abilities. Agility. Do you want to get hit or do you want to survive? Also, like ranged weapons and daggers. Strength, whack whack, carry heavy. Toughness, I like health. And intelligence, what does this weird thing do that I found on the ground? Oh, I accidentally broke it because I'm an idiot. That's artifacts. You find artifacts all the time. Yeah, ego also changes how much money it costs to buy things. And I think it also affects your saves when people try to use mental things against you, which they will someday. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Well-rounded. I'm an idiot. Overview. You can save it to your library if you want to save it so you don't have to do all that again. I do that all the time. I want it this time because I already have like a bunch. I always randomize the name. I think it's kind of cute and funny. You got to choose your starting area. This also gives you buffs, and some of them do. Reputation with insects and fish. You can get reputation with almost everything in the world, okay? Every living thing has a reputation assigned to it, which will go up and down over the course of your game. These 5 options they determine where you start. And the world is big, and it's full of death. I would not advise starting in the salt dunes. There are dawn gliders everywhere, basically dragons. Just don't. It also, I like to mention you start with an Isachari banner, which gives you reputation as long as you have it equipped with the Isachari, but that does not mean that they're friendly. They hate you even if you carry their banner. You have to do something in addition to carry the banner, because that's not enough. The Dawn Gliders and the Isachari will murder you. My favorite place to level up is the hills. Hills aren't too bad, but the quests they give you suck. Joppa is where you should go if you're a new player. I agree. There's quests that, you know, let's. No, I'm gonna do the hills. It's hard not to. Once you go hills, you never go back. You embark for the caves of Cud. On the 16th of Kisu Ux, you arrive at the village of Shirchabal. On the horizon, Cud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky. Now, what, might you ask, they're talking about here, the chrome steeples, this is after the apocalypse of, like, our world, or world like ours, where some kind of catastrophic event messed everything up. And the chrome steeples are like buildings. And the spindle is like the Seattle Space Needle. I don't know what they call that. Anyway, let's get started. Well, here's a map. Whoa, well, I didn't want to do that. Can I zoom out? Here's the world map. This is the whole map. The most popular... Okay, so the world is randomized, right? The map will always look like this, or very similar to this, but there are certain cities and towns that will always be there. Golgotha, the 6-day whatever the heck it's called, a barn, and this is the steeple, or the spindle, sorry. It goes up into space. It's a tower. There's the mushroom magic wonderland. There's a toxic waste, mushrooms. There's an ape god that lives in here somewhere. And the flower fields, that's what these are. The little flower fields. Okay, salt dunes. Marshes, salt marshes. Valleys? Hills? I don't remember. Hills. Hills are gray. Valleys are brown. These are jungle. This is all jungle and foresty jungle. Lakes and rivers. Those are different biomes. You can't cross through mountains. It's impassable. You have to try harder. Jungle, and this is banana jungle. The banana trees want to kill you. Don't mess around with banana trees. They will eat you, and they're very hard to survive against. Well, that's basically everything. I've played a lot. I've played this game like crazy, and I still am learning stuff all the time. There's, for example, what the heck is this stuff? I've never been to, like, this side of the map before. Usually I die long before that happens. So, someday I'll get there, but not today. Maybe today. Let's find out. Anyway, the controls are kind of funny. If you press 0 on your keypad, you'll automatically search the world for stuff. You'll pick up useful stuff, and you'll open chests, and it'll prompt you to maybe think about taking something. And what your character's actually doing right now, the goal is to uncover every tile of the map possible. So that's what he's doing. It looks like we're in an office building right now with a nice orchard in the back yard. The star apple trees. Opening all the doors, discovering every tile possible. And also every NPC in the area. That's just something that will happen automatically. We have a hotkey, the backspace, which will show us a list of all the most important looking features in this current map. If you go all the way to the left off screen, or you go all the way to the right off screen, or up or down, you will come across another one of these massive tiles full of stuff. Oh, a desecrated shrine. It's been desecrated by vandals. Okay, well, yeah, this is everything. See this right here? This is a strange piece of furniture. You can look at it. Vacant intent catches dust and off light. Well, this is because we don't know what the heck it is. We're in this strange world and we see this thing, and we don't know what it is. We know that it's here, and we know that it's big and heavy. It's 15 pounds. We could pick it up, but we don't know what it is or what it does. And if you examine it, depending on if you're stupid. If you're stupid, you might break it. And since this is like part of the world, don't steal, by the way. They might get really pissed off at you if you break all their stuff. Oh, this guy's a cannibal. Wanderer, do you venture northwise into the great desert and nearer the 6-day stilt? What is the 6-day stilt? Ah, the great Mechanimous Temple of Glass, the sacred offering well and history in stone relief, peopled by the Argent Fathers in statue and light sculpture, and circled by the Grand Bazaar. I hear there are more people than numbers in the void, and their chatter makes a sound wholly raw and new to the world. Will you go there and take my bauble? Will you offer it at the well where I cannot? Your bauble? I already know. I will make the journey. Moon and sun, friend, you have my deep and many-sided thanks. Here, I'm a cannibal. Take the trinket now, and if you're ever to return, I may eat you. Live and drink. Live and drink, friend. You receive an odd trinket. Oh, glorious Shekinah. Okay, we got a trinket. Let's see if we can discover what it is without destroying it. A battery. I never knew that. A fidget cell. That's funny, like a fidget spinner. A battery that recharges if you just hold it in your hand much more quickly while in combat. That's hilarious. Usually I just come across so many batteries I don't really think about it. Okay, so every time you make a new character, you start with like some somewhat randomized equipment. I got some sandals. I got some furs. And you can look at everything in the game, and it'll tell you like a text, flavor text thing. Everything in blue is like an effect. Like this blood-stained, sturdy neck ring that I'm holding on my arm. It gives me plus 400 reputation with baboons. And baboons will kill you. They are relentless monsters. And because everything you're carrying has a chance to have like an adjective. And lots of adjectives out there, like the battery's adjective, it says fidget. That means it determines something special about the item. As you can see, this is a sturdy neck ring, and something sturdy cannot break or crack, although it can still be destroyed in other ways. Breaking and cracking is the most common thing. Just to keep it short, cracking doesn't destroy it, but it reduces its effectiveness. And it will, if you just walk around for long enough, something that's cracked will uncrack and it'll be normal again. But a broken item is actually broken, and yeah. Anyway, so here we are. I like to zoom in a little bit. Just, come on, just one level. Come on. It should be that one. Ah, I can't tell if that's the same or not. Well, here's a guy. Your thirst is mine, my water is yours. Begin water ritual. 1 dram of water. Okay, so as I understand it, there's 16 drams? Let me think about this. You have water. I have 26 drams of water. And if you look up here by my weight, this is how much I'm carrying. This is my max capacity. This is how many dollars I have. How many drams of water. I can't remember exactly what it is. I think every time you take a drink, you get thirsty. You take a drink. You drink 1 dram of water, and it makes you not thirsty anymore. It makes you quenched. Well, water is scarce in this world. It is the it's the why is there a giant clam here? Water's the currency. And you can use other things as currency too. You can barter and trade, but water is the universal currency. Everybody likes it. Some people have other things like oil. Anyway, because water's so scarce, if you give somebody water, they will love you, and everybody that they love, and everybody that loves them and hates them will love you and hate you, depending on, you know, I think you can look at them and it'll tell you. Loved by the Fellowship of Wardens, admired by the villagers of Churchiball, hated by the cult of the Coiled Lamb for sowing their fields with salt. And it says he would be impossible for me to kill. He's ridiculously powerful. Steel plate mail. Oh, he's carrying an odd trinket. A carbide longsword. And a weird artifact. Anyway, let's talk to this turtle. Nomad, welcome to the village of Churchiball. We are a people who love finding quiet meadows for those who love peace and quiet and dishonor Jetafa the First. Come what may, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. Why is there a giant clam here? Perhaps it thought it could find precious metals here. Who knows? I'm looking for work. Friend, once my folk used to spend their days napping in the shade, but after discovering the divinity of finding quiet meadows for those who love peace and quiet, we changed our priorities and fashioned new rites. To our great gloom, our engraved clay jug of the sanctified Drifter was stolen from us. We need someone to recover it, Drifter. Will you do it? I hear it has been taken to Murad's Hedge. We will reward your services. Yes, I will find this artifact. Okay, well, see, the world's big and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people. So you press backspace and it'll show you everything that's important in the named NPCs, vendors, stuff like that. So we're going to talk to the legendary irritable tortoise. Maybe he has something to tell us. Oh, I found the clam. The clam that lives here for some reason. What the heck? What the heck? How did we get here? It says, you pass by the clam, Bomp Circa Clam. You hear a schloop, and the world around you shifts. You pass by a giant clam and a friend to the fungi. Oh, this is where we are now. I think this is a different clam. This is not the clam that teleported us. This is a new clam. And he likes us. He doesn't mind that we're, like, hanging out. Giant... Okay. He's a wax flub clam. That means that a fungi, a mushroom, spat spores at the clam and gave the clam an infection or a disease, a fungus like the cordyceps. What the heck is going on over here? No! Oh my god. Let's take a look. That's me. This is an impossible to kill acid-covered white esh. Oh, well, fortunately, it looks like nothing around here wants to kill us. We just have to be really careful. So that clam, Bomb Circa clam, teleported us. That shouldn't have happened, but it did, and here we are. And now we have to get... What is happening right now? It says we're in a subterranean reef. Do we have, like, an effect? Show effects. No active effects. So we're just screwed, basically. Bitten to death by a wet Sultan croc. Well, see, that was our entire first character. This is what happened. Just for time's sake. New, classic, last. This is going to happen a lot, by the way. This is... The game is scary, and it just... it just look now we're the same village we were started in this time. It's full of baboons. Things are gonna kill us. Okay, it's just part of the game. You can play for really long and get really far, and then a clam, a clam. It teleports you to the bottom of the sea, and then you get killed by whatever horrible monsters lurk there. I didn't even know we were underwater until a few seconds before we died. Well, so yeah, so basically you want to hit 0, you want to look at everything, basically find all the NPCs, and then get the quests, go out and try and do the quests without dying. And this is your first rite of passage. If you can do that, you can do anything. You level up, you get to upgrade your stats, you slowly over the course of the game find better armor, better equipment, magical items, all kinds of wonder. The quests are like what is that? Bibalabara Siga, legendary honey skunk. Do you have work that needs doing? Oh, he does. Once my kin would spend all our time napping under the high salt sun. The way the Musa peels... Unfortunately, the way the Musa peels has separated us from our cycle gland of the Memaspian ghost. We need someone to recover it. Yes, I will find the cycle gland of the Memaspian ghost as you ask. Sure. I don't know what that is, but we're going to get it, and we're going to deliver it to the legendary honey skunk. Honey badger? Well, anyway. The 6-ringed baboon philanderer. Let's look for the mayor. Most villages have a mayor, a tinkerer who has like artifacts and stuff. Do you have work? He wants a banana. A memasp banana. Not a problem. And then there's the 6-day stilt strider who wants you to deliver some kind of bauble to the 6-day stilt, which is really far away. It's in the desert. And so basically you'll always find 3 quests in your starting town. One of them is always the 6-day stilt, and the other 2 are totally random. Doesn't matter if you start in the same town every time. They'll be totally random. Well, Joppa's the exception. That's why Joppa's for new players. Joppa has the same quests, or at least one of them's always the same. Anyway, let's see what we got, since we might have different items this time. My torch. I'm left-handed in this game. I have a spiral horn like a unicorn. Still got... Oh, I've got scaled sandals. See, this adjective gives me plus 250 reputation with specifically unshelled reptiles. Beautiful. Okay, we can go to the map. And these little triangles in the corner, like each of these is a tile. This is us, this is our tile. The corner means we know that there's a special place there. There's a special place. We don't know what it is necessarily, but oh, we do actually. If you hit J for journal, it'll show you all the locations we know about, and it'll zoom in on them. And the ones that I think you have quests. I don't know what those little green dollar signs mean. Anyway, you can highlight them by hitting enter. Well, like targeting it, and then when you go to the map, they'll blink green, so you can keep track of them really well. Jesus, what is that? Car. Do we have a quest leading us there? That is really far away. Oh, travel to the historical site of Car. I'm guessing that's from a statue we looked at or something. Statues will give you quests to visit a place, but it's not really that big of a deal. You can travel on the world map. I got lost. I have to regain my bearings. Now, as you see, there's some equines, like a horse. There's a dog. There's a horse. A dragonfly. A giant flying dragonfly. And then there's 3 snapjaws off to the left. I can't see anything over here because there's a tree. and a wall. So there could be more things that want to kill me. But so far, I believe just these snapjaws will want to kill me. Now it doesn't. It doesn't matter how close you are. You can press L to look, and you can click on them to see what they are like. Each of them is a snapjaw scavenger. You can see the items they are wielding, but not their inventory. Geez, he is a two-handed carbide longsword. That is extremely valuable and will probably kill us. But because of how valuable it is, I'm willing to... Well, I broke the odd trinket that the guy told me to go. Well, anyway, we have some perks. We have Stinger. If I hit him and I'm successful, 20% on a melee attack. I can sting him and paralyze him. I have a Horn, a 20% chance on a melee attack to gore my opponent. And then I have a Beak, so I occasionally do damage just by beaking people. In addition to my regular attack, which is a club, a walking stick. It has a 5 penetration, and there's a chance to do 1d2 damage. So not very much damage at all. It doesn't tell you how much health enemies have unless you have like special abilities. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Oh God. Okay, so if you ever see a pink guy, that means that it's usually a legendary creature. Just because it's legendary doesn't mean it's an enemy. It'll tell you what kind of enemy or friend it is. If it's right here, neutral, docile, friendly, hostile. This one wants to kill me. Legendaries are really tough. We're not going to kill these guys. He doesn't have a weapon, but he will kill us. So we're going to go the other way. There's a chance they don't see you. They have like a vision. We'll find out soon enough. One of them sees me. Oh, there's one over here. Turn-based combat. I killed him in 2 hits. There's a turtle. Turtles are really tough because their thick shell makes it hard to... Oh, God. A boar and a bunch of snapjaws. So we are going to escape because everything here is going to kill us. We need out. Does that guy want to kill us? No! A mechanimist pilgrim. You ask about your location and are no longer lost. Let's trade. Oh, nothing good. I have a broken odd trinket. I can still throw it in the hole. So the mechanimists don't trust technology, or maybe it's so sacred they like to throw it in holes. So, yeah. The guy who gave us the quest to go there, he wants us to throw his bauble in the hole. Because, what? Oh no, that's a salt hopper. Those things are tough. Their physical features, rending mandibles. And this bloody feral dog is about to get murdered. Oh, there's some stairs going down. Wow, he critically hit us. We are going to die. Well, we are surviving somehow. Oh. Okay, we're going to eat some of our health items. We have 4 witchwood bark. You always start with some amount of these. They heal you and also confuse you. So you don't want to use these in combat unless it's a last resort. See how it says that Wahura Mucha dies? Who are we? You cannot examine things while you are confused. Well, the whole map is jumbled, so we don't really move the way we like, and nothing makes any sense. The world is just changing as we move because we're confused. But our health is up. Oh no. Now I'm not confused anymore, but I'm about to die. So we gotta eat another one. Now, we could attack somebody and do damage, but you just can't really pick your battles. This guy's... Oh, I forgot we have corrosive gas. How could I forget? I have a exerted corrosive gas in every direction. It will cause him damage every time that he's in the corrosive gas. I think I actually have a bow and arrow, too. You have lost sight. Now, the corrosive gas, because we have this perk... Oh, wow, we killed it with the bow and arrow. And the corrosive gas. While we have the corrosive gas emitter, like the mutation, we are immune to even other enemies' corrosive gas. It's not even an issue for us anymore. Skunks are the main ones that have it, but there's some other things that have it too. You gained a level. You're now level 2. You gain hit points, skill points, and a mutation point. Wow. Okay, well, we're level 2 now, and as you can see, we're actually almost level 3. We only need 200 more XP. 195 or something like that. Anyway, well, you might be wondering what all these little numbers are. Your corrosive gas destroys walls. It destroys everything. It doesn't destroy items on the ground or in your inventory, but it destroys buildings and solid things with a solid foundation. We're going to go down these stairs and we're going to see what's going on down here. Oh, there's a turtle. Because we have this corrosive gas, we can just use it to kill everything. I haven't done a corrosive gas in a while, but it's actually really cool. We just killed the turtle and we didn't even have to hit it. We just let our gas do the work. And now we can already use it again. See that your special abilities are down here. And let's see, we have Sting. Your stinger will do damage. There's a 20% chance whenever you do a melee attack that it'll hit anyway. But if you want to specifically hit with your thing, you can do it here. Cooldown 25 rounds. Cooldown 40. See, I used it. It says it's on. But as soon as I move... Oh, it's on for a few turns. And then it says 37 rounds. I'll be able to use it again. And every time I move or something... a round will happen. If you press 5, the numpad 5, it'll just it'll just have one turn go by without anything happening. Level up. These dungeons are kind of nice. You find some stairs somewhere, you go down, you can kill some stuff. Hopefully you just don't run into anything really tough really early. It's entirely possible. These leaves, I think, are like electrical hazards. It's not aloe vera, it's aloe volta. If you step on it, it shocks you. Shocking. I really like this corrosive gas, though. For new players, oh shit. You know, you're not paying attention. You suddenly are surrounded by 5 guys who all want to kill you. Even if enemies hate each other, they will attack each other, but they seem to prioritize you, it seems like. Every now and then you're able to use your sprint option. It's like every 40 rounds or something. And it allows you to move twice as fast. Something like that. Okay, I might be able to take them one by one. They will avoid your gas. They won't just run through it. But, they're still going to try and kill you. Uh-oh. Very nice. It'll say what's in your every cardinal direction and under you right here. These are nearby objects. I think you might have to turn them on in the options. I don't remember where they are. show minimap, show nearby objects. You just have to enable those, and then they'll appear up here, minimap. I never use the minimap, but I use this right here. Subterranean desert cannon, 1 stratum deep. And since I already explored a lot, you can just hit 0 on the keypad to oh wow. These things are gonna kill me. Okay, that was close. Actually, that was really close. Can't cook with hostiles nearby. Okay, there's a nest here. That's why there's so many. There's a nest, and they keep coming. So we have to kill them, and also get to the nest and kill the nest. You can just whack it to death. To use this corrosive gas to our benefit. And yeah, look at this. We're leveling up. We're grinding. We're murdering these poor guys. Wow, they're all dead. And as we get stronger, we get attribute points we can allocate. I'm going to go strength. I'll go agility. I'll go strength. I really want to be really strong so I can whack people with my cudgel. Cudgels, okay, so there's different types of weapons. Cudgel, axe, longsword, short blade, rifle and bow, and then heavy weapons. I think those are all 5. There's also unarmed, but there's not really unarmed. There's no skill for it, I don't think. Well, there's also, you can specialize in single weapons, blocking, shields, and also multi-weapons. I think that's basically it. Well, anyway, cudgel, you whack things, you can daze them. You daze a dazed enemy, you stun them. I like that. A lot of things aren't active skills either. They're passive effects. So cudgel proficiency, passive, +2 to hit. Bludgeon, whenever you hit with a cudgel, passive, there's a 50% chance to daze. If you daze a dazed target, they're stunned. Can't take actions and have no dodge value, which is insane. Oh, there's a whole bunch. And a lot of them are activated with a cooldown. Slam. Backswing, passive. If there doesn't say activated, then it's passive. And you need a certain amount of strength or toughness to unlock these skills. There's a whole bunch of skills. A lot of them aren't even combat related. Honestly, I like to get acrobatics early and get swift reflexes. It gives you a +5 bonus to your dodge value when when somebody shoots something at you, and you're awake to dodge it. You can get a +5 to. I'll do that right now. It's so worth it. I like surviving, and people are gonna shoot stuff at you. It's gonna happen. You can't really avoid it. I like to do single weapon and then getting a shield. Seems to work really well. But in order to unlock skills, you need the parent skill, which itself costs something. And a lot of things have something you would unlock right away, like you unlock shield, and then you get block. Most skills, I think all have something that you would get. But anyway, we don't have enough to get anything except physic, which would first aid, stuff like that. Actually, not that worth it. We have enough to get axe. Okay, sorry. Cudgel, you stun things. Axes, you can decapitate and cut off limbs, which is insanely cool. But, we're not going to do it today. And long blade, you can... dude, I don't even remember. Is it going to tell us? Well, if we find a long blade, the blade itself will tell us. So anyway, yeah, you also get attribute points whenever you level up, and you also get mutation points. You don't always get attribute points. It's like once every while, every like 5 levels or something, you get one. Mutation points you get every level, and you can put them into a skill. Each of these can go up one, I think. But if you get 4 mutation points, buy you can buy a mutation from like a new one, which we're gonna do. I kind of forgot why we were down here. We have to kill these, oh boy. They all die. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Wow, one hit. It is one of my favorite tactics to just put all your mutation points into corrosive gas and then just rely on that to kill everything, because it will. It's insane. Well, I have to say too that whoops. Oh, if you see liquids on the ground, yes, you can pick them up. You can drink them. You know, if you're like a vampire or something. Where's this nest? I feel like we should have seen it by now. Leather whip. A steel utility knife, more furs. A human corpse. This is actually better than our cudgel, but our cudgel, it lets us, ooh, leather armor. That's better than what we have. Whoops, I picked up the corpse. Corpses weigh a lot. You don't want to just carry it around. Oh, a stun rod. Well, actually, that's better than what we have because it's 1d2, which is the same, but it also has a chance to stun. I don't think it tells us. Yeah, weapon class, cudgel. It dazes on critical hit. But since we have like a special skill, it'll daze way more often. It doesn't tell us how often it concusses, but I believe it does. Let's just equip it for fun. Oh, and because I didn't even think about this, because we have night vision, the mutation, you don't need to carry a torch. We can get rid of all torches, and we can just dual wield cudgels. That's fantastic. So we go up to cudgel. Cudgel proficiency +2. Okay, as soon as we get bludgeon, as soon as that happens, then everybody gets a chance to daze with a cudgel if you make a critical hit. 5%. Every time you hit something, it's a critical hit. But if you get like a specific skill within your skill and you use a cudgel, then you get something other people don't. You get, you know, a much higher percent chance to daze. Other people would get 5 because they need a critical, but we would get an additional 50 every time we hit somebody with a cudgel, which is incredible. Incredible. Let's just keep going. Wow. Your genome enters an excited state. Would you like to spend 4 mutation points to buy a mutation before rapidly mutating? Yes, I would. Now we have to pick between these 3. +2 agility, 10% chance that doesn't really, I don't like that one. Space-time vortex. I've never seen this one before. You sunder space-time, sending things careening through a tear in the cosmic fabric. Summons a vortex that swallows everything in its path. Cooldown 500 rounds. You may enter the vortex and teleport to a random location in CUD. +200 reputation with highly entropic beings. Also known as multi-dimensional beings, and there are quite a few, and they're obscenely powerful. Flaming ray. Let's do space-time vortex just to spice things up. I'm really tempted to now we get to choose a physical mutation to rapidly enhance. I'm gonna do corrosive gas because it's just the higher the levels go, it does like exponentially more damage to things, including walls. And it also reduces the cooldown, as well as your willpower. Your willpower stat will also reduce cooldowns. So you rapidly advance corrosive gas generation by 3 ranks to rank 4. And if you go to the wiki, they have extensive charts on how much damage it'll do at rank 4, rank 5, all the way to rank 30, I think is the max. Well, anyway, let's worry about where we are right now. Now, the bad thing about corrosive gas is if there's otherwise friendly NPCs, such as these birds, they are turned hostile. Now, this doesn't lower our reputation with all birds. If you kill a legendary, it will affect your reputation, but any non-legendary, it will not. So we can kill these, and the rest in the area may not care, but the ones that we harm, they will now hate us. So we will have to kill all of them. But because we leveled up our corrosive gas, there's going to be a lot more gas every time you level up that mutation, and it's going to do more damage, and you're going to shoot more gas out. I think I'm still shooting... Oh, no, I stopped. Wow, look at us go. Well, see, now we got to dodge the enemies, because we're like half health, and because our corrosive gas is on cooldown, but then our health is back up. Corrosive gas is off cooldown. We just try to maneuver ourselves in a way that we're surrounded. Oh, no. Oh, and then, yeah, look at that. They're all dead. And that's the name of the game. You can do that for a long time. I say that. Oh, no, here we go. It's amazing, actually. They're all dead. Oh, there's a nest. That's what the nests look like. Potatoes. See, this is still the gas from the last times I used it, over 40 rounds ago, but now I already have it again. So we're going to try and maneuver ourselves down there. Whoops. Oh, the nest is gone. I don't know what killed it. There's some spiders down here. Jeez, that's so cool. Oh, what is that? A shoemaker. A very tough shoemaker. Okay, now we don't want to get any corrosive gas on him. We may be able to kill him, but it says he's very tough. He makes shoes. I have to say, NPCs have unlimited... Oh, we were lost? I didn't even know. Hello, hello, friend. Let's get your weary feet covered. I don't think we have shoes that actually do anything. Chain boots and lacquered chain boots. Lacquer is an adjective that repels liquids and cannot rust. Rust is a big deal. So let's pretend like we're going to buy it. It's worth 78.5 drams. Each dram is something you could give to a legendary or a named creature to increase your reputation with their entire faction. That's the ritual of water we were talking about earlier. And it shows what I'm offering, 0 drams. Whatever you don't put here, whatever you don't say you're going to do, and then you hit O for trade, it's going to say you have to make up for and instead of giving him items, you have to make up for it by giving him raw drams from your water supply. We don't have enough, so we only have 24. We need 79. It's not going to happen. So we got to trade the stuff we're carrying. I like to just pick up all equipment you find, and then, geez, 8 penetration, that's insane. Just pick up everything, and then just sell everything you're not going to use. That brought us up to 69. That's everything I was carrying, basically. And then I would only have to make it up for it by, what is that, like 9? 10. I think it rounds up, because you can't have less than 1 dram of something. Well, anyway, that would leave me with 14. Well, I say that's worth it. Why not? He has all the stuff, and I have the boots. Equip. Oh, my scaled sandals. I forgot we had that. You know how we were teleported underwater from that giant clam, and then we were killed by an unshelled reptile? Well, if we were wearing these sandals, that unshelled reptile may have just left us alone. But, well, let's just sell it. 84 100ths of a dram. That's what that means. 0.84 drams. Okay. We have 14 drams. That means every time we get thirsty, we're going to have one less dram. We get thirsty once in a while, we're going to run out of drams. Oh, wow, he's got a hired guard, and his hired guard is a shoot crab. An ageless little eyes on stalks stick out of an elfin shell, whose geometry conforms curiously to the shape of chutes and vents. Well, okay. Well, that's basically the game. I imagine we'll just keep playing until I die horribly somehow, or I get really bored. Sometimes you go off screen and you only have access to this. If it's two walls next to each other like this, this is what it looks like. But if there's something like this, you can potentially you can hit walls. You can do damage to the walls. Whatever's blinking is your target. So you can see. I'm gonna unequip my my stun rod because it'll use charge from the battery. The odd trinket that I don't know what kind of battery it is because you have to examine it, but I'm gonna bust it if I examine it because I'm an idiot. You can destroy walls. Watch the lightly damaged. Damaged. Badly damaged. Oh, we broke through. And that means that we can see what's around over here. Well, there's a guy. There's a lot more guys. There's a two-headed boar. And a wet-plated knoll worm with a crab-crushing beak. Now, this guy will kill us if we're just killing him one-on-one. The pig will kill us if we're just killing one-on-one. He has 2 bites. Yeah, 2 heads. That means that he does 2 bites in a round. This guy we could kill in 1 hit. Probably the centipede too, but we're just going to gas it up and pretend like we never were here. And hope we survive. Well, you know, I used the cudgel to break the walls, but the gas would have done it much faster, honestly. Yeah, the more stronger guys you kill, the more XP you get. And just because it says something is impossible for you to kill doesn't mean it is. It's just like the likelihood you're going to kill it. Oh my god. Oh boy, they're everywhere. It's got to be another nest. There it is. I paralyzed the nest. Nope. The nest is still there. I keep forgetting we have a bow, too. What is that? A snapjaw warrior. Equipped with a desert Chris. Those things are pretty tough. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, I killed him. Desert Chris. Those things are worth some money. And they're better than your average dagger, but they're not like the best dagger in the game or anything. More stairs down. Further down you go, stronger things are going to be steel butcher knife. Those things are worth some money. And leather armor. Because you look through the items around you, that counts as a turn, which means that that guy got a lucky hit on me, and then he got stuck in a web. What a dummy. Don't these guys know I can just shoot corrosive gas everywhere, like on command? Oh. Wait, didn't we level up? Now I can maybe afford my... Oh! Every time we're going to get a mutation point, we're going to put in a corrosive gas generation. Well, because we advanced it 3 times by rapidly advancing, we need to become higher level because we'll become like overpowered. I think that's what that means. Oh, we could level up our space-time vortex. This rank summons a vortex. Next rank summons a vortex. The only difference seems to be that 50 rounds, you know, let's do that. And it's naturally increased by 1 due to our high ego, apparently. Now, if we just keep doing that and we get the cooldown low enough, we could just, if we accidentally teleport somewhere that looks terrible and we don't want to be there, we could somehow survive for, what, 50 rounds and then... Oh my god. I hate these 2-headed boars. They are actually really tough. We could just keep making... Let's just do one. Let's just see what happens. I've never made one before. Never even heard of them. A space-time vortex. These eyeless crabs are actually pretty messed up. Oh, well, dies just like the rest of them. Let's do it. Press 6 to create a space-time vortex. It doesn't matter how far away I make it. You can only select a visible square. Okay. Space-time vortex. Shining images of distant places and times project off the faces of a platonic prism thing, and sound waves are pulled apart to the asymptote. The Lie lines are knotted here, and the illusion of locality crumples away. Now, I imagine if we touch it, we'll get teleported somewhere random in the world, or somewhere in like an interdimensional. Oh god, it moves like a tornado. And like that, it's gone. Well, in about 400 rounds, we can do it again. So let's just keep exploring. I'm glad we did it. I think there's a chance things will come out of it, too. Highly entropic beings, I imagine. Or whatever is on the other side. And since it does exist for a few moments, perhaps we can hop back through if we deem the other side to be too other-sidey. If you know what I mean. Whoops! Oh, implanted eater. That's not that big of a deal. I don't know if it means anything when you desecrate. Oh. A fullerite hand bones implant. Well, see, this is an implant. If we were a true kin, we could equip this. We could get fullerite hand bones like Wolverine a little bit. Like a blunt Wolverine, not so sharp. You can replace your hand bones with really hard metal. Anyway, oh god, it's 18 pounds. That's gonna make us heavy, but it's probably worth a lot. Oh, and I broke whatever the other thing was. I want to break all these walls, so we're just gonna do that. Man, I love doing that. What is that? An electrofuge. Those things are lightning. They're actually pretty tough. They're spiders that shoot lightning randomly, and they hurt you. Well, we're gonna put that in our space-time vortex. Lowers the cooldown. Looks like that's it. Swallows everything in its path. Now we're at 4. That's a Gershling. A burrowing Gershling. They usually disappear the second they see you. Well, he wants to play. Oh, we murdered him. He dropped nothing. What was that? A yonder bush. Yonder brush. Yonder brushes are bushes that are hostile, apparently, but you touch it and it teleports you. And I thought there was a guy down here. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. An Arconaut. Might have something for sale. A small rosy tube. That's a drug. A tonic. You could examine it if you're smart, and maybe it'll give you some magic powers temporarily. Well, anyway, we're going to sell this stuff. We're going to get some money because we have 11 drams. We desperately need more drams. Oh, God, look at that. That's 100 drams. We never have to worry about anything ever again. That is a lot of drams. Let's sell all this other crap. That's it. He doesn't have anything we want. A gun, maybe. But we need bullets, and we don't have any. He has 5. Well, maybe let's get good at guns, I guess. We can use our gas, we can shoot with our gun, and then we can pretend like everything. Let's kill this guy, you know? Let's just kill him. How strong is he? He's average. Let's make a space-time vortex. Oh, he's gone. Does he hate us? No, he doesn't matter, but he's lost. I didn't know NPCs could be lost. This is a tribal. These tribals, there's usually a whole bunch of them, and they're actually pretty tough. They're actually very tough. But they're nothing compared to their god. They worship these metal hunks. I don't remember. It's called a godhead. I think that's what it's called. But the head's not spelled right. Well, we'll probably see him unless the tribals kill us first. So I'm guessing the tribals will attack him, which is good. We want them to attack each other because the tribals will kill us. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's 4. But yeah, naturally they'll avoid our death gas. I think we're killing them. Yeah, they're giving us tons of XP. We killed that one. He has a wrench for us. They're all dead. He has a glow sphere. A glow sphere is a torch that never goes out. But you still have to carry it, and we have night vision, so whatever. Do these guys hate us yet? A bloody lost Equimax? These horse things will kill us instantly. They will, you know, like horses do. Where's this godhead at, anyway? A steel potter's knife. Oh, what is that? A quillipede. Tough and hostile. Oh god, he does not care about my my corrosive gas. He's dead now. Oh no. Yeah, he's dead. Gotta rest up a little bit. An ice frog. He'll freeze us solid. Yep, there we are. Frozen solid. And there's a skunk, a honey skunk, but it's funny, it doesn't matter because, oh, is that the godhead? It is, an unplanished godhead. So those tribals worship this thing. He has a carbide folding hammer, leather boots, a greebled egg of metal and circuited glass was fished from the chrome fall to be welded on and serve as a spiritual center mass for a group of tribals. Their sensory pain remains unplanished, so they have yet to show the growth rings of communal meaning. Meaning they're babies. They're babies. Well, the skunk might be, oh, he actually doesn't mind. But if the skunk was aggressive towards us, he would make his own corrosive gas, which is likely really weak compared to ours. But I don't think he would actually really do much from his bite. Well, anyway, this robot is going to try and murder us. Oh, wow, he's dead. I did not expect him to die so easily. Usually they put up a fight, Well, this folding hammer is insane. Insane. That is 2d4. What the heck? Our current weapon is 1d2. This is this does at least 2 times the minimum, but it 4 times the maximum of our previous weapon, which is just ridiculous. We're left-handed, so we'll put it in our left hand. That's insane, actually. So our character's now much more powerful. Come on, don't you want to step through? Oh, no. Well, see, that's how it goes. We were doing so well. We just got the coolest upgrade ever, and this guy murdered us. See, what we should have done is go to our options and go to our upgrades, because we leveled up, what, like 3 times in the last few minutes? I was not thinking about it. And then I could have used my skill points in the middle of combat, doesn't matter, and given myself, like, a multi-weapon skill or, you know, anything. I could have done anything, and I just let it kill me, you know? Well, level 8. That was like an hour. Well, see, the power of corrosive gas. It's really effective. Well, he attempted to hobble me, and he did. So, which, I don't know what that means, but I think it makes me go really slow. Which potentially might let him attack me more than once in a round or something. I don't know. It wasn't hitting me very hard. But I didn't have any way to heal besides the witch. The witchwood, which is a terrible way to heal. Because it confuses you. You could save the file. I never have, because I didn't realize you had to. I thought it was automatic. So all mine are, like, gone forever. Which is kind of sad. I had a really long one for a while. I played for, like, 6 hours a day for, like, a week. And then I died to something really stupid. Anyway. That's the game. This is Caves of Cut. It's fun. It's crazy. It's unpredictable. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, this is my highest level, a level 22. You fell down a deep shaft. You were killed by a bloody goatful bully. Oh, wow, it does save it. I don't have to. It does save it. My previous gravestones. It was so crazy. Look at all, these are all books. You journeyed to Red Rock. I had so many books. In my sacred ritual shortly before I died. Oh no, this is the beginning. Chronology. God, I did so much. My right hand was dismembered. My left arm was dismembered. My feet were dismembered. My left arm was dismembered. I had a regeneration so high that it kept regenerating all my limbs. But the guy who was killing me, so every turn he would dismember something, and every turn that same limb would grow back because I was regenerating so fast. But apparently when you fall down a deep shaft, you don't regenerate to get that. You know, you fall downward, you die. Oh, well, it does keep track of how much damage. 181 damage. And it's crazy because my health, my max health, was like 300. Like, I was a beast. My name was, Tychus. And I was getting murdered by shoot crabs, and I had nowhere to go. I didn't know where to go. So I saw a hole, and I jumped down it. I had wings, but you can't use wings in a tunnel. I slew a legendary slumberling. That's something worth mentioning. A whole bunch of ospreys, too. Well, anyway, that's the game. Thanks for watching or whatever. It's fun. It's like Dwarf Fortress, but the adventure mode, basically. Happy trails!